And now to Sacramento County. Deputies say their flock cameras helped them make an arrest in a deadly attempted robbery that dates back to April. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias has more.
Well, Chris, businesses and employees here say they still remember that day when a car viciously rammed into this jewelry store you see here behind me. And they say it was a tragedy when they learned a 72-year-old man had died as a result of that attempted robbery. But today, businesses say they feel safer knowing someone was arrested.
Oh, it's very scary because the old man was on the floor.
Almost 4 months later, Vijay Kapadia still remembers an attempted robbery at the China Jewelers Inc. store that turned deadly on Stockton Boulevard.
I seen the next door, it was breaking. The guy, I think they drive a whole car in his store.
He says he knew the 72-year-old uncle of the owner who was struck inside the business and died 10 days later. On Thursday, the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office announcing the arrest of 2 men in connection with the murder. Sergeant Edward Igo says they worked with other law enforcement partners and were able to identify 24-year-old Alfredo Colmenero-Martinez of Oakland as the driver of the vehicle that struck the victim, and 35-year-old Jaron Fraser of Stockton as the individual responsible for planning and coordinating the attempted robbery.
Realistically, the only way these arrests are possible was with the automated license plate readers. Our detectives were able to utilize that across jurisdictions to be able to identify who these people were and track them down. Never would have happened without this technology.
Igo says there are 168 flock cameras throughout the county, unincorporated areas, and Rancho Cordova. He calls them an invaluable investigative tool that allows them to catch murderers, kidnappers, and locate missing people.
Last year, calendar year 2025, we had 100% clearance of all homicide cases in Sacramento County, which is essentially unheard of. And a lot of that is based off of this technology, whether that is to identify suspects or even exonerate people that could be a person of interest.
Sergeant Igo says those cameras bring justice to the innocent people who lose their lives. Meanwhile, businesses say they can breathe easier knowing these criminals are taken off the streets.
Because, the robbery and all those kinds, the people, they caught it. It's good for us to, otherwise they're gonna do again and again and again.
The Sheriff's Office says it fully supports the proper use of these cameras, and they want people to know that no one is just sitting there watching the video or anything that comes from these cameras. They say the only time they go back to review the information is when they're trying to track down someone who has committed a crime. I'm live in South Sacramento. Roxanne Elias, ABC 10.
Okay, Roxanne, we do thank you for that perspective.